Sunday's second video for you is the first news story is from Djibouti. We have been updating you about Afar Somali clashes in Djibouti. Apart from the ongoing clashes on Afar Somali border, last night several houses were set on fire in a neighborhood in Djibouti. Second news story is from Eritrea, viewers. For the first time, an interview is being shared of a girl who is due to report at Sawa military training camp in coming days. We know that Eritrean students in their final year of secondary school have to report for military training at Sawa training camp. Without this military training, the students cannot pass their secondary school exam. The interview was shown on a YouTube channel which has reportedly good ties with Eritrean government. A third news story is from the Amhara region of Ethiopia. An official, government official of the region says that aid is not reaching those areas of the Amhara region which are under TPLF control. Several places are being mentioned by Amhara government officials that international aid agencies are neglecting these places. Lastly, we have a picture for you from Tigray. How are the people of Tigray in cities? How are they using Facebook? How are they using YouTube? We have a picture for you. The picture speaks for itself. Firstly, Djibouti viewers, we have been reporting about clashes in Djibouti between Afars who live in Djibouti and Somali Isas with involvement of security forces as well. Clashes started after clashes between Afar and Somalis on Afar Somali border in Ethiopia. We saw its impact in Djibouti as well. In two previous videos, I reported the clashes were seen firstly in Warabale, which is in Balbala, Djibouti city, where several houses were set on fire. Then Djibouti city mayor visited the place where the incident happened. And after that, in the second video, I reported about clashes in Dekhel. Dekhel is close to Ethiopia-Djibouti border. Again, between Ethiopians, Afars reportedly, and Somali Isas. Some said the clashes were between Ethiopian migrants and local Djibouti residents. A Djibouti opposition party issued a statement saying that the problem needed government attention and the government was silent about the ethnic tensions in Djibouti. Now we have some pictures for you viewers. The pictures are from Djibouti. Have a look at these pictures. You can see several houses on fire here. Where is this place where these houses were set on fire? The place is the same. It was Warabale, Balbala, Djibouti city. And this is Afar neighborhood. Reportedly, Afars live here. And a few days ago, there were clashes here between Afars and Somali Isas. Then some houses were set on fire. Now, once again, we are receiving similar reports that in Balbala, Warabale, Afar neighborhood has been set on fire. Several houses set on fire. We don't know about any losses or casualties because government is again silent. But government must clarify the situation of ethnic tensions in Djibouti is becoming very serious. Same with the situation on Afar Somali border in Ethiopia as well. Yesterday, massive protests were held in Siti zone. Somali locals protested against Somali regional government of Mustafa Umar. They said regional government was not protecting Somali Isas against alleged attacks from Afar region. So, tension still there on Afar Somali border and in Djibouti as well. Djibouti's government is silent. Second news story, very important one, is from Eritrea viewers. Eritrean students have to report at Sawa military training camp in the final year of secondary school studies. There they attend Versailles Yikalo School and they undertake military training as well. If they don't undertake military training, they cannot get their secondary school degree. So it's mandatory for students to receive training at Sawa training camp. Now, for the first time, interview of a trainee who is going to be a trainee in coming days is being aired. Who interviewed this girl who is going to report at Sawa training camp in coming days? Mahal Media is a YouTube channel. This channel has access to Eritrea because in 2021 this channel visited Eritrea. It covered Eritrean Independence Day celebrations. This year, reportedly this year as well, the channel host was there in Eritrea. And the channel interviewed a girl while it was in Eritrea. The girl is telling about her coming visit, her coming period at Sawa. The channel host asks a question first, when will you report at Sawa? She says in July. It means that next batch of Sawa recruits will report at Sawa in July. Secondly, she's asked a question about is she the first one to join Sawa? She says no, that she's the fourth one in her family and others have already gone to Sawa before her. Thirdly, she's asked a question about the purpose. Why is she going to Sawa? What will she learn from Sawa? She says that she will learn integration, she will mix, she will learn other cultures as well in Sawa. And lastly, the host asked a question about her future. What would she like to do after Sawa? She says that she wants to study medicine because she likes science. So this is the first time since I started covering Ethiopia, Eritrea, Horn of Africa that I am seeing a Sawa trainee, likely training, being interviewed by a news source which is not Eritrean. Mahal Media is not based in Eritrea basically. I think it is Amharic YouTube channel, but it has close ties with Eritrea. That just shows that how close are Eritrea Amhara ties these days. Amhara militias being trained in Eritrea, Amhara special force being trained by Eritrean military, Amhara channels have access to Eritrea as well. So it means that in July next Sawa training camp batch will start. Several human rights organizations have been calling for an end to association of education and military training in Eritrea. They say that military training is mandatory in several countries of the world. But the problem is that in Eritrea, the students must undertake military training to pass their exam as well. That's the main problem. That is why human rights organizations and Eritreans as well, Eritreans living abroad especially, they have the reservations against this forced military training at Sawa camp due to start in July. Third news story is from Amharian viewers, where Amhara regional government officials say that aid organizations are neglecting, they are ignoring the plight of those Amharas who are in the areas under the control of Tigray People Liberation Front. We have a statement of Zilalam Lijalam. Zilalam Lijalam is from NDRMC, National Disaster Risk Management Committee from Amhara region, and he says, Zilalam Lijalam, that those areas of Amhara region which are under TDF control, TPLF control, they are being ignored. aid agencies have no access to these areas. So aid is not reaching these places. He has mentioned names of the places as well. Firstly, Adi Erke. Secondly, Salamati, Debark as well. Kobo, some other parts of Raya as well. Abergale, Sikota, Sagbij, Zokula. So this Amhara government official says, who is in touch with the work of aid agencies, because he is serving with NDRMC. He says that aid is not reaching there. People are in dire need of aid. There is shortage of food, shortage of water, shortage of medicine as well. Yes, aid agencies must give equal priority to all the IDPs and all the people in need, whether in Tigray, Afar or Amhara. If Amhara region has genuine concerns, they must be addressed. Around 11 million people are in need of food aid in the region, says Zilalam Alajalam. Lastly, viewers, we have a picture for you from Tigray. The picture speaks for itself. There is no internet in Tigray since November 2020. Tigray under siege, still under siege, under blockade as well. People, how are they using Facebook and YouTube? You have a picture on your screen. The picture is from Tigray reportedly. Here you can see large number of people outside a shop. What are they doing there? They are buying Facebook messages. They are buying YouTube messages, Facebook posts. That is what is happening in 2022 in Ethiopia, that people have to pay to comment or to read comments on YouTube, on Facebook. And those who are involved in this business, they are Tigrayans as well. They are from Tigray. They're exploiting the situation. That shouldn't happen. On the one hand, people are suffering because there is internet shutdown, there is no food, not sufficient amount of food entering Tigray. On the other hand, those exploiting are not only outside Tigray but also in Tigray as well. If you remember, in a previous video we reported that between Alamata and Mekelle, transport fares have increased many-fold. Who are the transporters? Obviously from Tigray. So at this time of crisis, people should be united. But what we are seeing is that some sections, some groups are exploiting the situation for their monetary benefits. Thank you for watching.